Hi, this is Joe Foley with Leading Edge Medical, and I want to invite everybody to join me this Saturday, the 17th, for Mammopalooza, Mammography State of the Art. As I said, Saturday, January the 17th, starts at 8 a.m., 1 p.m. It's 5 hours of direct Category A credits, already been approved by ASRT, and it's considered live instructor-led if you need instructor-led points. The cost of the program is $50 for 5 hours, and as usual, I'm dedicating this to a friend of mine, Anita Silva, who died from breast cancer. She had actually got me into the continuing education arena. I taught at the University of Texas for about 6.5 years, teaching radiologic technology, then went commercial and kind of got back into education through Anita. And at one point she asked me to run some of her mammography seminars. And what's sadly ironic is that she died from breast cancer, and so an associate of mine kind of took over what was healthcare tutorials at one time, which is now Leading Edge Medical. And so whenever I do this program, I always dedicate it to Anita. These are some of the topics we're going to be talking about, not necessarily in this order. I usually find that 5 hours really isn't enough to cover all these topics, but some of them are pretty important. Because my company is called Leading Edge Medical, I like to talk about some of the leading edge stuff. So I like to talk about some of the advanced technologies, and we certainly always like to talk about dose reduction, not only for our patients but also for ourselves. So these are some of the things we're going to be talking about. A lot of you have probably never done a webinar before, and I think it's becoming a lot more popular because you could do this anywhere where you get internet access. You could do it at home, you could do it in your office, at a cafe. For our particular programs, you would just go to www.radtechconed.com, which I'll show you the link. Take a minute to fire up here, of course. There we go. This is the home page. I'm actually starting to build the classes for the rest of this year. I will probably have about 10 hours per month of webinars. This is going to be the first one to kick off. As you can see here, it's Mammopalooza. If you hit the click here to register button, it'll take you to the particular page for that. Each webinar has its own page. You would go, it's a two-step process. You would go to the PayPal, hit the PayPal button, and pay the $50 registration fee. You don't have to be a member of PayPal to use it, so you just hit that. Once you're done with that, just come back, and this is the registration for GoToWebinar, and this keeps track of all the information for us. We get a report. This is what the application registration page looks like. You just fill this out. Once you do that, they will send a reply that will indicate, how to. It'll give you the link to sign up and etc. They'll also send you a couple reminders, so you know. A day ahead of time. Usually they'll send you a reminder, and that way you don't forget to get up early in the morning on Saturday and hit the link. So it's pretty easy. If you've been on it before, it's pretty simple, and I keep track of everything. Usually within 24 hours, attendees get an email that has a certificate attached, a certificate of attendance. I keep track of all that. I keep copies of all the certificates. And also we get a digital report from GoToWebinar to let us know exactly when people log in and log out and those sorts of things. So that's the proof that we may be asked in the future if a particular person has attended the program. We have all that information. And programs that you attend live on site, sometimes they'll tell you if you lose your certificate, you're up the creek. I keep track of all those, and so I've had people from Colorado call me and say, can you send me a list of all the classes I've taken? And that's pretty easy to do, so I can do that. So therefore, I hope to see you this Saturday. If you have any questions, go to send me an email, info@radtechconed.com, or just go to radtechconed.com and look around and sign up for this course. And we'll be having more courses coming up. As I said previously, some of them will be 2-hour courses, which I have on Thursday evenings from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then on Saturday, I'm doing 3-hour courses in the morning from 9 to noon. And so those will be going up over the weekend. You'll get a chance to see what's coming up. But we hope to see you on the 17th. Thanks for your attention and have a great day.